How's it, everybody? Kelklink here. We're back for another Dokkan Battle video. In today's video, we have the first ever Carnival LR EZA Super Saiyan Goku, the LR 5 guys, if you will. We got him here on the Tech Vegito's team. We're going to be testing him out here in the Gamma's Red Zone. We got him Max Link's Rainbow status, and we are ready to check this guy out. So let's take a look here. So we got Key 5, Attack Defense 250. We give Super Class Allies 50% attack and defense. We have a chance for one critical hit and damage reduction rate 50%. And we launch an additional attack that has a 50% chance of becoming a super attack. We randomly change Key Spheres to STR, and for one turn from our entry turn, we get 10% damage reduction rate. For 3 turns, we get an additional damage reduction rate of 10%. So that's 70% in total. For every attack received, we get Key 5 and Key 2 up to 5, and attack defense 30% up to 150%. So we only need 5 attacks to build up, which is really, really good. After receiving 7 or more attacks, we get a Scouter effect. And when receiving an attack with 20 or more Key, we get damage reduction rate 10%. If he is the first attacker in the turn, another 10%. So basically, if we get 20 or more Key in slot 1 on turn 1, we have 90% damage reduction. Right? After activating the active skill, we get an additional 150% attack and launches an additional super attack. Now, we are also stacking attack and defense on our 12 Key, so we do want to try to get that additional super attack. So nice for us here, right? We link pretty well with the Super Saiyan Goku, so we're actually going to keep that for most of what we're doing here. All right, so let's grab that. So we'll get our 24 Key, which means we get our full build. We're going to do this number, and we're going to send off Daima Goku here. So it's going to be really, really interesting to see what we're looking at here. All right, so there we go. We get our build. So coming out the gate with a 39 million super. Remember, we do build up with our... We do build up by getting hit, right? So the more we get hit, the stronger that's going to be. We get that additional super attack. So there's our stack on our 12 Keys. So we need 4 of these to get fully built up. We do get 2 here on this turn. Very nice. So that's going to be incredible. That's going to be really helpful. Excellent. Perfect. And there goes the super. So remember, we have 90% damage reduction this turn. And right, this is a pretty rough super. I mean, it's not one of the hardest supers, but there you go. All right, double digits. And I think we need 1 more hit to be fully built up with him. So that's good. Excellent. All right. Okay, so we get the Goku here. So the only trick is protecting the next turn. So we'll see how this plays out and determining whether or not what we need to do for that next turn. So let's see here. Yeah, so that super is a 4.2 million super, and we don't have guard, so that's type disadvantage, mind you. So that's pretty good. So it's a 4.2 million type disadvantage super. Excellent. All right. Okay, so we're gonna put Blue Goku in front here. So we brought him just kind of as a stopgap protection for the team, where applicable. Obviously. There we go. So the goal is to set up a turn where we have Vegito, right? Where we have... Nice. Okay. So where we have Vegito and Gogeta on rotation with him is basically the plan here. All right. So now, here's my concern. We just gave ourselves a bunch of bombs here because he does this. But, so... Okay. I'm going to let him take the hit here. We should... yeah. Alright, because we still got 50% damage reduction right now. We still got... Well, actually, we still have 70% damage reduction. Yeah, so we should be able to tank this hit here. So we're going to let him do that. We're going to let him tank the hit. And then we're going to send off Goku here. So we're going to let him tank the hit. And then now we're fully built up. And then what I think I'll do next turn so we can get our stacks back is I'll let him... I'll use a Ghost Usher. Well, actually, we may not need to. Let's see. Look, there we go. Double digits there. So we're going to lose some of that stack on our 12-key super there. Yeah, because what we get to do next turn is swap into AGL Goku. We can swap into AGL Goku next turn and then just kind of have that on our back end there to support. All right, excellent. Perfect. Okay. All right, so we're going to swap them off. We're going to grab that with Daima Goku. I'm going to grab that with him. And then I'm going to get rid of some of these STR orbs. There we go. Okay. Not ideal, but it'll do. All right, we get the dodge. Perfect with Daima Goku, which is what we needed. And then next turn, we can transform. Hopefully, we don't kill the next turn. I mean, Gamma 2 is kind of chunky. Or Gamma 1, rather. So we should be able to tank this. There we go. I'm hoping we can stall enough to get one extra turn here. Yeah, we'll see how this plays out. We might not, though. It is going to depend on how this turn plays out. But let's see. I mean, Gamma 2, his normals aren't too bad. So I think we might be okay here. The ideal here is we don't kill this turn, though, right? That's the ideal. It's really going to depend on how this plays out. Let's do that. Alright, so we only need to grab the 3 bombs there instead of dropping our HP ridiculously. And then swap into him here. And then let's do that. There we go. Alright, I was about to say, is he not going to dodge here? That would be really rough. Okay, but yeah, so he shouldn't do too much damage. And then hopefully we get some stacks off of 5 guys here, and we can kind of see where we're at after that build up. So, because we basically lose 1 turn, but I think we can build it back up here after this. 69 million. Wow, that's impressive. Wow, well, okay, we might actually kill here. All right, and then, normal additional super. You want to proc a super? Yes. Okay, so we pick up back 1 of those stacks. All right, that's nice. All right, it's not ideal. We're not going to be fully built up. Maybe I should have used the Usher. Yeah, okay, that's exactly what I was worried about. We are going to kill. Okay, so, well, good news is we can do this number. All right, and what are their normals here? Okay. Okay, so let's start by going giant form here. All right, and let's just get rid of all of that because that's not good. There we go. Perfect. So we'll get rid of all of that giant form nonsense. Yeah, so the only thing is we didn't get the hits. I don't think we got the 7 hits we needed. Right, so we're going to lose 150% attack here. That's the thing about the Gamma's red zone, right? So we would have had to either take the hits, we would have had to take the hit and get stunned, right? Or, yeah, that sucks. I kind of wish he'd done more attacks in slot 1 on that turn, right? If he was going to stun us anyways, he should have just done more normals. Okay, that's fine. I mean, I think we'll still get a pretty good number here. Right. Alrighty, excellent. Okay, so we are in a safe space here. So here's what we're gonna do. Alright, I'm gonna swap him into defense mode. And we're gonna do this number. Jeez, these orbs, man. These orbs. Alright, let's grab that. No, hang on. Man. Alright, so we actually went and reset the turn because that's not ideal. Let's actually just go ahead and bring out Vegito here. Alright, yeah. Okay. And I don't want him to deal too much damage. Because we can have... There we go. Alright, see, that's a much better, safer play here. And then we can grab that with Goku. Alright, so, perfect. Jeez, even with all that extra defense we gave him, that's still what they're taking. Jeez. Oh, wait, does this count as their third turn? Huh, I wonder. This shouldn't count as their third turn, should it? I don't think it does. Or their second turn, maybe. That's still a lot of damage we were taking. Although, to be fair, we're not using the active skill. There we go. I just want to get a little extra damage just to make sure we do, in fact, kill on the next turn, because that would be very dangerous if we don't. There we go. Alright, now hopefully that is enough for Super Saiyan 4 Goku to tank. So the idea here was get Super Saiyan 4 Goku's super attack effect off, get Goku hopefully to get at least 2 supers for some additional super attack effect. And that should make up for the fact that we're not getting the active skill. There we go. Okay, he does tank. I was a little worried there for a second, seeing how much Vegito took. Alright, now if we're real lucky, we'll get at least 1 additional super here with him. No, okay, God hates us. Okay, so... Alrighty. Okay, well, we'll take what we can get. And looks like both supers are at the end there. Okay, so let's go ahead. So we can see here, pre-super, right, just under 2 million here. We did get our 5 hits, so we're fully built up. But the thing we don't have, right, we're down 1 stack because of that stun. And we didn't get the 7 hits to do the active skill, but I think it'll still be okay. So let's go ahead and let's bring out Gogeta here. So let's start with that. All right, and then let's see. Let's use his active here. All right, so I mean, we can see here 2.7 mil, right? So looking really good. So here's what we're gonna do. We are going to swap here, and then we're gonna use the Vegeta active. All right, just for some extra damage. All right, and with that, we'll swap back into Goku here, and then we'll do this number, right? So we'll sandwich him in between. We'll have all links active here. Or honestly, it might be better to do this because Gogeta should tank here. Yeah, it might be better to put him in slot 1, and then that'll give us some extra defense for Gogeta here. So yeah, let's do that. All right, so we'll grab those STR. Remember, he's going to give some boost to Gogeta. All right, so okay, I'm liking where we're at, and this is without the extra 150 attack support. If we die next turn because Vegito can't tank, then whatever. Here we go. But I don't think so. So 93 million with the Goku here. And then he's going to give defensive support to Goku. And then Goku on his 18 key is going to get attack and defense support to Gogeta. So it's actually kind of neat. I mean, we could have put Goku in front, but I wanted to get all the links active there, so it worked out. So let's see how much we do here. I mean, because we were at, what? We were at 69 million before, getting fully built up there. So let's see what we're at here. Hey, 105 million. I like that. That's real good. Okay, I'm liking these guys. I'm liking these guys. And just imagine if we had actually gotten the extra 150 support and that extra stack, 70 million on the next stack. So this attack gets us fully built up. So if there were to be another turn, then they would be fully built up. But even then, and see, there goes that extra. See, had we just proc that last turn, we'd have been okay. Excellent. Oh, wow. Oh, very good. All right, we had another super. See, why couldn't we done that earlier? And we are double-digit tanking. And with that, we are fully built up, which means next turn we would have a scouter effect, which isn't that big of a deal since we have the Gogeta active, but, I mean, it's funny. It's just funny. Okay. Nice. Okay, so we might die next turn. We might die next turn. So I don't think even Vegito with his active skill can tank that. Oh, there you go. I'll take a dodge. Okay. Oh yeah, of course both supers are there too. Alright, we might want to switch into Goku, actually, here. See, you know what? If Diamond Goku had actually not frauded out and actually done his double supers there, we'd have been fine, actually, because isn't it's second or third slot, right? Da-ta-ta, as a second... Oh, no, it's in the second slot, so we messed that up. Okay, that's my fault. Whatever. We still got 100 mil. I'm not complaining. All right, and then Goku is the one that supports defense, right? Yes. Okay, so we're going to keep him in the Goku. We're going to use the Vegito active, because this is our one that's stacked to defense. So at least he'll be in a better position to try to tank this than the Goku. Yeah. Okay. So let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. And let's try to avoid... Let's try to keep ourselves at 100% HP here. Okay, so we might die here. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, we're dying. Unless... Nope, we're dead. We are dead. We are really dead. We are absolutely destroyed. Yeah, he did not stack up enough. That's fine. That's all right. We saw what we needed. Jesus Christ. That's okay. We saw what we needed to see. In retrospect, we should have left Daima Goku on. We would have been in a much better position here. All right, whatever. We saw what we needed to see out of the 5 guys, which was that active skill turn, and that's kind of all I care about here. So, as you guys can see here, right, they're really, really powerful, right? Yeah, being able, like, even without a Gogeta turn, right? Like without a Gogeta turn, we would have hit that 25 million using his own active skill. And it's a shame that we didn't get to use it. We'll definitely do some more runs with him, and you guys will get to see it there. But I think the important piece here is seeing right their tanking ability. Right within 4 turns, they have really, really good tanking. Right, tanking all the way up through the Gamma phase there, which is pretty impressive. If you ask me, like I think we could have even without the Gogeta, we could have put them in slot 1 versus the tech gammas. Not tanking a super pre-super, but we definitely could have tanked the super post-super with the 6.3 million, especially if we had gotten the active skill. But nonetheless, still very good, still very helpful. I don't find the scatter effect as helpful as it used to be because, I mean, most bosses are now scripted for their supers. So it's not as helpful, but the extra, which is why I like that they added that extra attack and defense to it. It's a shame that we didn't get to see it here, but of course there'll be other opportunities. We'll get to do it again. So. Guys, that is it for the video. If you liked the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let us know, what do you think of the LR5 Guys EZA? Honestly, I think it's a good start to the 11th anniversary. I think I'm going to have a lot of fun with this card. I used to love running these guys back in the day, so I'm really excited that they have an EZA. Let us know what you think in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.